Down we dive, starting our flame from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in...
Hi, I'm Sandy O'Connor, and this is Artist Showcase. It's May 26th, and I have to say I'm terribly excited. We're outside at the Spectrum, and things are opening up. And when you see this in June, we think there'll be a lot more opening up. But the thing that I'm most excited about is the theme of our show is about friendship. And one of the greatest things we have in the village is our friends. So you're going to meet a bunch of friends today. They are my friends, and they are many other people's friends. And I know you're going to find out things about them that will just really excite you. So we're going to do this, and we'll be talking to you later and letting you know how things are going. So have a great time and enjoy the beautiful day.
Yay!
Yay.
Hi, I'm Sandra Bassler. I live in Laguna Woods. We're here today at the Irvine Spectrum with a group of my friends, and I would like to introduce you to Marilyn Tyson, one of my best friends. And she's here today, and we're going to talk a little bit about things we've been doing to keep ourselves active in the village during the coronavirus, and how to keep our spirits up. It's very important. So I've been doing a lot of things independently, so has Marilyn, because we haven't been able to because of social distancing, but we do Zoom, we exercise on Zoom together, we go to the creek with our mask on, we do a lot of fun things. So I know that it's been really hard on a lot of people in the village, in Laguna Woods Village, but if you get out, walk around, there are so many good people out there, really, that you can sit and visit with. It's social distancing, things are starting to open up, so it's going to be really, really nice. So, Marilyn, what are some of the things that you do without me, let's say, essentially, to keep yourself busy?
Zoom has been amazing. So we've had Zoom game night. We used to get together and do games, so now we're doing it on that manner. And then we've got Theater Guild, and we've been doing on Theater Guild, so when we get back into the groove of it, it won't be like we've been apart all this time.
And your business, so how has that been going? Because you're a new real estate agent. I've known you almost 6 years, I believe.
Yeah.
Met you at a boomer dance.
You were the first person I met in Laguna Woods.
Yes.
And you introduced me to everybody, and she started my whole group of friends.
Yes, and you're a travel agent, you're a real estate agent, so how has that been going?
Well, travel, we've had a lot of cancellations on cruises, so that's been interesting.
In fact, my cruise got canceled that she booked for me, but we're going as soon as this is all over and it's all opened up.
Things will be normal again at some point in time.
And real estate?
And real estate has been really interesting because you can't have regular open houses. People are really nervous about people coming into their house. So we've got all new processes of doing this, and some people are putting in offers sight unseen just by photographs and video, and then they have the opportunity to cancel once they've seen it in person.
Nice.
So it's been more time consuming and more creative.
Yeah.
And but it's still going on. Business is still going. People are still moving.
Well, rumor is that around the village that this young lady has a new friend in her life, and they've been spending quite a bit of time together lately, and he's a wonderful gentleman, name of Phil. He's a private airline pilot, I guess is what he would classify as.
Charter pilot. Yeah.
Charter pilot. And he's off for a couple of months till things pick back up. And so what have you guys been doing to keep yourself?
We play a lot of games. We live on the creek, so we sit on the patio. We play a lot of games, and a lot of friends go by, so we have social distancing conversations with everybody.
Nice.
And we go down to the creek, and we go where the music is happening, and we get to do some dancing, because we're all dancing fools, and we love dancing, and we're really missing it. So it's really great that we're still getting to see each other. And on texting, we're still getting to text each other. So. And I'm really blessed that I have Bill in my life, because quarantining all by yourself
is no fun.
No fun. Very difficult. So.
No fun. So what do you plan to do once the village and the state opens back up?
I'm really excited about that.
So what's one of the first things you want to do?
I want to go dancing. We got to have a baby boomer dance, and we have to go dancing. That's what we all enjoy so much.
Well, I plan to put out a massive email and voicemail to all of my friends that I know in the village to all meet at the creek at a certain time and a certain date, for a hug fest. As I'm a huge hugger here in the woods, as anybody knows me, I'm a big bear hugger and love it. And that's one of the things I've missed the most, is the physical touch and the hugging of our friends. So I want to do a big hug fest when it's all safe to open up and everybody can be next to each other without people complaining. And the virus is pretty much nil and void, hopefully. And I want to do a hug fest. Second thing I want to do is dance. I just dance. And go to a restaurant. I really miss going to a restaurant.
A lot.
And go in and sit down and order versus having to, call a pizza in and then it's half cold when you get it to your house. So
I've learned a lot about cooking. I wasn't really interested in cooking.
No, I'm not a cook at all. And I'm having to cook and it's not a fun thing. I don't like it. So.
I don't like the cleanup.
No. My husband does the cleanup, thank goodness. So it's just not good. So, I'm so blessed to have you in my life as a great friend.
Thank you.
And so happy for you that you found your love and that I have my love. So it makes it really, really sweet. And I appreciate your friendship and your loyalty so much. And I really want to encourage people in the woods that this is really winding down and you need to come out of your homes. Please. And if I could say one word of advice, please do not drive with your mask on in your car. We've had 3 people die in California because of wearing a mask in your vehicle. So please don't do that. It's just not wise. I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to be happy. So please start going out of your house, walking around your building, going down to the creek, listening to some music every day at 2 o'clock. You can pass people on the sidewalk. Please don't jump into the street. I almost hit somebody on my golf cart the other day that jumped in the street because another person was on the sidewalk. Please stay still or go up on the grass, but don't jump out into the street because you may get hit, and that's not a thing we want to happen in the woods. We want everybody to be happy and enjoy life in the woods.
Hey, how you doing today? My name is Jeff Sinclair. I'm a resident inside Laguna Woods. I've been here for approximately 5 years. Do a lot of fun things, been a lot of shows, do a lot of acting there. I also sing with 2 or 3 bands as a guest singer, and just a lot of fun activities. So I'm here today to talk to a couple of my really, really close friends. The first one is the most beautiful woman I think that I've ever experienced in my life. I've never been in love before. I've loved people before, but I've never been in love with anybody, and I'm absolutely crazy about this girl, and she's amazing. Her name is Carla Vigas, so I'm going to say, hey, Carla, good morning.
Well, good morning to you, Jeff.
How are you today?
I'm great. Here with you. We're outside in this beautiful open area, and we're living the dream.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, and since things are starting to open up quite a bit, we wanted to do this video, do this little session. A couple questions for you. Why are your friends here in the village so important to you?
My friends are what makes this village so important. All my life, though, I've been in a realm with a lot of different people. I always fit in wherever I went with any kind of group, and this in the village is very diverse. So you meet a lot of different kinds of people and personalities, and you do gravitate to the people that are like-minded like you.
Right.
And our group wants to have fun. So
yeah, we do have a group of people that we kind of hang out with. We've been going down to the creek on a regular basis. A friend of ours, Mark Greenman, I believe is his last name. He plays guitar down there. He's asked me to come sing some songs with him, and it's been really, really fun. In fact, Sunday, I think we had like 200 people there, and everybody was practicing social distancing. But I'm seeing, I don't know if you are as well, but I've seen a lot of people just letting go of the mask situation.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say 50% last week had the mask, whereas before it was maybe 85, 90%.
Right.
And people are wanting to dance. This is what was so awesome. There's probably, 40 people out there dancing?
At least, yeah.
And you
Mostly
even came
girls.
and danced.
Mostly girls.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Girls want to have fun.
Yeah.
But you came out and danced. We had a great time. People are just so ready to resume our lives like we knew it. So I think that's very important.
Another question for you. How have your friends helped you during this whole COVID crisis situation?
Well, we do have a group of, we call ourselves the Fearless Eight, and we plan a weekly event where we've gotten together for food, of course. You know, we trade off. Everybody has just a wonderful time. I think we've laughed more than ever. And,
especially last Saturday, for some reason. That might be cannabis-induced, though.
Well, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. We just play games, and we just get along. Again, you find like-minded people, people who aren't living in fear, and people who want to, despite what is going on, still carry on. And that's what we love to do. We love to carry on, as you know.
So speaking of carrying on, so after this is over, what's the most important things that you want to do with some of your friends here in the village?
I don't know really if things will ever be the same again with some of the friends, you know, because we all have different ideas and diversity. What I'm very distressed about is the fact that some people try to shame others for the way they think. I would never do that to anybody. Everybody has a right to live their life the way they want.
Do their thing, right?
Do their thing. If you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, why does anybody have to shame me for not wearing a mask? I can't breathe in a mask. People don't know that, but they're the first ones to get out there and tell you. So what do I hope? I hope that people will just come together in love as we had before, because that's what this village is all about. And fingers crossed.
And I know you miss the dances.
I so miss the dances.
I know you miss cooking classes.
Well, I was in charge of the Theater Guild food for the last almost 3 years, so.
Yeah, Carla was in charge of cooking for 75 to 100 people. I was in charge of schlepping the stuff to the event. So
I miss that. I do love to cook, as you know. And we'll just keep our fingers crossed, that's all. That, you know, I'm a positive person, and I don't want to think that this way of living is forever, because people need people. People need just to go out and socialize and go to a club, meet new people. Dance, let your, you know, all your energy just get out there and, I don't know, you know me.
Yeah. So how do you think like living in the village will make it easier to get back to normal life?
Because there will be group activities eventually. I miss my lawn bowling, you miss lawn bowling.
Right.
You know, that they're working on that to social distance and do that. But people really need people, and that's why we moved to this village, is to be with people and be in clubs and, you know, just enjoy your life.
Right on, right on. You know, Carla and I have lived together now for about 8 or 9 months, is it? December? Okay, so a little bit less than that. Seems longer. No. But it's just been wonderful living with this woman. She's an amazing cook. She's an amazing positive personality. She's beautiful as all get out. And I just love you very much.
And who's the reigning Rummy Cube champion?
Yeah. Like that's
what
important.
We've been doing.
Thanks, babe. I love you.
I love you too.
See you later.
Hi, I'm Diane Johansson again, and I have my friend Tina Magnuson right with me right here. Love this girl as well. We've done so many things together, and she's the one that I met at my first slip casting class, which was the first club that I went to. She had this darling face and this curly hair, and I've got curly hair, so I went over to her and wanted to know where she got her hair done. And from there we went down to Laguna Woods, and then we became friends, and like what we talked about before, we started growing with all of the friends that we both had, started doing things together. In fact, even Tina and I have gone to Cabo San Lucas together and to New Orleans together. This necklace is from Cabo San Lucas, in fact. And so that, you know, who would have thought, just coming here a couple of years ago and, you know, just planning on having some friends here or there, that we'd make that kind of a connection. Right. We talk a lot on the phone together. We share a lot of things together. hardships, sorrows, happy times, and it's been really a wonderful thing knowing, each other and getting to, and not knowing that because of becoming friends, just meeting over a hair, that our friendship would grow to the extent that it has today. It's amazing.
It really is, Diane, and I am just so pleased to be part of the Friends Circle. And it's just interesting and exciting how we encourage each other, which makes it really great that for instance, we are golfing now, so we encourage each other to take golf lessons.
Yes, I would have never taken them without
never. So now we're taking golf lessons, and also just joining the different clubs has been really exciting. The baby boomers, how all we said was we would like to be part of the volunteers. And then the next thing you know, we're in charge of First Friday socials, and then we're on the Baby Boomer board, and that was exciting.
And we wouldn't have done that had we just been by ourselves or whatever, but by reaching out, and it takes someone, you can't just sit in a chair and have a frown on your face. You need to reach out and work at making friendships. That's important. I think some people say, I don't know anyone in the woods. Well, it's because they really haven't initiated the process of making friends. And as you said, we put on not only just that one meeting, but now on boards together, going to events together, going on vacations together. I mean, this has been phenomenal, hasn't it?
It really has. And especially going through the coronavirus, that it's so nice to have close friends literally right next door where you can call if you need something, and you know that you're just a phone call away, and checking on each other, and that makes it really nice. And also the fact that we're able to get out and to see each other practicing social distancing.
You were the very first one that got us together by saying, you got 6 people, come over, and and you took a tape measure.
I did.
And measured 6 feet apart for all these 6 chairs. He said, bring your lunch, and we'll all sit here and we'll eat and we'll have fun. And that started us into more things like that.
Exactly.
So you could be careful, but you can also have fun being careful.
And we've been having a lot of fun, which makes it a lot easier to get through these times.
Yes, a lot easier.
Yes, it has.
And there's a lot of things now. On Channel 6, I saw JB Flannel Donuts being talked about. So when they open up, I'm going to take you and I'm going to call you up on the phone because you're right nearby, and we're going to go down there and we're going to try their $3 donuts that they make, and then we're going to go and have tea at Los Robles Street and go to antique shopping. And what's good is, like, if Tina can't go, well, there's always someone else because there's so many friends and we're all so close. We have friends further away, we have family in other states, other countries, other cities, but here we're so close that you invite one, you invite another one, and you invite 6 or 7, or you pile a bunch in the car.
Right.
Like we've done for the Down to Laguna Art Festival and to all their concerts all last year.
Absolutely. It's really been great. I can't imagine having to go through this without living in the woods. It's really been great. And just knowing that the circle of friends, circle and circle and circle, just by meeting one person, just like you and I meeting, and then you introduce me, I introduce you, and then the circle gets bigger, and it's just been great. Yeah.
I met someone hiking. I was hiking with my dogs and on the trail, and someone else was hiking with their dogs, and they said they lived here, and I said I lived here. We've already gotten together, and and so I mean, just like I said, just walking outside, sitting on a bench down at the creek, and say hello to people as they go by. Oh, I can hardly wait till we can hug again. That's when we get out of this. The first thing I want to do. Some of us sort of hug anyway, but I can hardly wait to hug everyone. And I went down to the creek. I hugged a tree down at the creek. That's honest to goodness. And someone took my picture hugging a tree. I was so desperate. Everything was Sandy O with my picture. And so I mean, and taking masks off because I like to see pearly white faces, teeth. I mean, and people smiling. So I can hardly wait till we can smile to each other, and people won't walk 6 feet around or out in the street to walk around me anymore. I can hardly wait for that, and that we open up and that we can do all of those kind of things.
Yes.
And we can go to the yacht club. We can go yachting. We can go on a boat. We've got everything here in Laguna Woods, right?
We do. We do. It's really going to be great. I can hardly wait before we can get out. I'm waiting for the pool to open.
Oh, yeah.
So that I really want to get into the pool and get exercising again and get to the salon, of course, like everybody else. We have to get
But there again, we found friends within the woods that do hair and other things. And so we've been utilizing those friends and friendships, and we may not even, and nails. I'm not lacking getting my nails or hair done because there are people here in the Laguna Woods that do that. And so, you know, I mean, where would you find that if you're isolated in a home or in an apartment building somewhere? We have there's so much talent here. There's so many people of different backgrounds that you can find someone in every background that does everything. And then also we can go, there's a lot of places. We can go to Dana Point.
Yes.
And we can also go to Laguna Beach again, and we go to the beach.
Yes.
We're going to do a lot of things.
Yes, we are. It's going to be great. So I am really looking forward to when everything finally opens up.
And our golf. We've already played golf twice already.
Yes, we have.
We go back to golf. We took lessons together, and now they've opened up golf, and so we play golf twice a week now, and we're having fun with that, aren't we? And I want to read these two things, okay?
Yes.
They're two little verses. One says, friendship means having a witness to life's tiny, special moments that are so much better when shared. And I really totally believe that.
I do too.
And then this is the other one, Tina. It says, cherish your friends. Remember your lives were brought together for a reason. And I think those are two really good things
really great,
to remember, don't you?
Great quotes, yes.
I just want to hug you right now.
Okay.
Give me a hug.
Give me a hug.
I love you.
Love you too, Diane.
Today we're very fortunate to be talking to Mark Greenman, who has started what has now become pretty much a phenomenon here at the Creek. So Mark, tell me all about how it started and why you started singing at the Creek.
Well, I've always been I love to do open mics, and so open mic is where you take 3 or 4 songs and you practice all week long, and you go to this bar and you hope there's 10 to 12 people in there, and then you get to perform in front of these people. So I thought I could do open mic out here in this huge area, and people who are locked in due to the lockdown can come out and listen for a while. And you know, it seems to have worked out okay.
It works out fantastic. And tell us, I mean, you had a vision about this, because you talked about that when we had the big Sunday last Sunday.
Well, the vision didn't come until I was about 25 shows into this. And I was thinking, you know, one of these days this is going to stop, and I don't want it to stop. So I had this idea, well, let's do it once a week. And then, so I said, why not do it Sundays? Because Sunday's a boring day around here anyways. And so I figured I could do my hour and then invite other artists in to play. And we've done 2 so far, and so far so good.
So good. I mean, my friend Sandy does the count, I don't know, and she estimated that last Sunday there were somewhere between 150 and 200 people here. And the beauty of that was that most of these people were spread out in a way that was certainly acceptable.
Exactly.
Right. And they just loved it. I mean, the first week was successful. The second week was even bigger.
I thought so too.
Right. And now you're going to continue the Sunday program?
Sunday, hopefully, is going to go on forever. So,
good.
You know, years from now, and people are going to say, it's Sunday. You know, what happens in Laguna Woods?
It's at the Creek.
And the obvious answer is going to be, the knee-jerk reaction is going to be, well, there's music in the park on Sundays, so everyone's going to know about it, and everyone's going to come to it, and I think it's going to be great. I really do.
Good. And the other thing I'm wondering about is you're quite conscious of the audience you have, because you've gotten a following from this. So I noticed you point that out at some of the shows, at some of your, you know, when you're doing this, you mention that, right?
Well, I've gotten better at that. You know, I mean, doing 57 times, you get better at these things. I know I've improved considerably from day one to now. I learned how to sing. Because before I didn't know how to project before. She'd always say, sing louder, sing louder, sing louder. I said, well, I don't know, but now I know how to do it. So.
It's like acting. You have to project yourself.
Exactly. Good. And also, the you do ask now if you've got newcomers, which is good. Make them feel welcome. Good.
Yes.
And then you've got the standbys that show up either every day or every few days of the week, right? So
I love the regulars.
I know.
We can't believe how loyal they've been since day one. It was so hard at the beginning, dealing with security issues and
we had stuff.
And people, the virus was new at the time, and people didn't know what to expect. And now it's lightened up a bit, thank God. And we hope it continues to lighten up. And it's just been wonderful. So many people have, as we're walking up and down the creek, they've said to us, "Oh, thank you for doing this. You've saved us." Just to get out an hour a day was a blessing. And so we get so much pleasure from it.
So you did a community service without realizing
Correct.
it. Right.
Exactly.
I mean, you really did. And that's one of the things that we try to do when we talk about thriving here in the community is helping people to understand the ways in which they can thrive.
Right.
And so you've certainly contributed to that by doing this. And we really do appreciate it very much.
And the sunshine, it's been warmer, and it's just
playing music in the sunshine. Who can argue with that?
That's got to be the best, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much
You're
for
very
joining
welcome.
us, and we will be hopefully seeing many, many more times of you two out here.
Yeah, and keep coming back. And,
Oh, yes.
And tell people we want once things lighten up, we want this whole thing filled on Sundays.
Right. Body to body.
It's a big enough area
Exactly.
that they could have social distancing.
They can. And people
it's a
now are
great
bringing
location.
picnics. They're bringing their picnics, their drinks, and
Yes.
Yeah,
Isn't that fun to see?
oh yes, it's great. And so you're right. I mean, we have enough room that if people
Yes.
just naturally don't want to be
Right.
close to others, they can.
If they're
they can do that.
uncomfortable, they can go to another spot. There's so much room here to spread out.
Perfect. Thanks so much.
All right, you're
Thank
welcome.
you, Sandy.
Thank you.
Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. And when my mind is free, you know no melody can move me. And when I'm feeling blue, the guitar's coming through to soothe me. Thankful the joy that you've given me. I want you to know I believe in your song. The rhythm and rhyme and harmony. And then to help me along, making me strong. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. Wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. Wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
We certainly had a wonderful day today with friends and being outside, and the key word is outside. We need to get outside, be in the sun, and enjoy all that we have here. And we're so fortunate to have the creek and the music and a reason to get out and really feel joyful. So happy you were here to join us in this day.